Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Ottawa and the 2022 National Skating Championships brought to you by Canadian Tire. I'm along with the CEO of Skate Canada, Debra Armstrong. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Debra. Last day of competition. It's been a long one, and I know it's very difficult for Skate Canada to got this competition off with the COVID, of course. Now, Debra, I just want to ask you, I got 4 questions for you.
Sure.
Every federation goes through the Olympic selection process, and everybody has a bit of a different process. And I just thought it would be good for the folks to know what Skate Canada has gone through in preparing the process for the athletes and when they knew about the criteria. Of course, there's so much work that goes into this on the federation side that people don't know. We really wanted to bring this to them. So you could explain the process a little bit.
Sure, Ted. Thank you. And it's great having an opportunity to talk to our viewers about this process. It's critically important, obviously, in an Olympic year and in any year. So it's called an internal nomination process, and we create the criteria in conversations with the Canadian Olympic Committee and others. That criteria includes what's required to be eligible to compete at the Games, as well as the criteria for selection to the team. That criteria was posted on our website. It's 2 clicks. I checked today. Under athletes, it's right there, about July of this year. We've had several meetings with our national team members over the course of the year, and of course have reminded them about it and have encouraged them to look at it and be aware of what's in it. So that's kind of how it goes.
And it wasn't just about one competition, of course. It is about the whole year's work and the math that goes into that. So I think that, we watch the Canadian Championship, we get wrapped up emotionally in it, and so we should, and we have all of our own opinions, but there's clearly a process, and I wanted to bring that to the audience, that it's not an easy one.
And can I add a little more for the audience's perspective? So it is body of work, which is sort of the words that you've been hearing and seeing out there. It's around what an athlete does over the course of really 2 seasons. Now that's been tough for Canada and that's been tough for the world because the last 2 seasons have been very difficult for sporting events in general and certainly for figure skating. So really the results of international competition over the last year were very critically important to the discussion.
Yeah, no, just no question, there's always a lot of joy for those that make the team and a lot of disappointment for those that don't make the team. What do you say to those who may have come up with just a little bit short? And not only the athletes of this year, but the athletes moving forward, the novice and juniors that will come up and chase those Olympic dreams as well. What do you say to those ones that come up a little short?
Well, firstly, I do want to acknowledge it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. I know that every athlete who comes to the Canadian Championships has dreamed and continues to dream about wearing the Canadian flag on their back at the Olympic Games. So we acknowledge that and we know it's tough. But what we say is tomorrow's the opportunity. So, we had the opportunity last night to wish our 4 Continents Championships team well. We're going to have the opportunity to talk to junior and novice skaters as the years go on. Seize the opportunity. Today wasn't your day, but tomorrow's your world. And so we really encourage everybody to keep training, keep working hard, keep the focus on, doing the best and being the best you can be. And, dreams do come true. That's what I'm going to say.
And I work for the organization out west, of course, and we make difficult decisions as well. We feel heartfelt for every athlete. We're joyed for the ones that make a team, and we feel terrible for the ones that don't. And we encourage them to continue to chase a dream because there are tough times in life, and you have to overcome those. Now, it's been a crazy 2 years. This is the first national championship in 2 years. You've had to make adjustments at the last minute. Tell us a little bit about how difficult it is to host a competition under COVID.
Well, I will talk about that. And first of all, I want to say how difficult 2 years has been. The Canadian Championships has been canceled twice in its history, once during World War II and last year. So to say the COVID-19 pandemic has been disruptive is an understatement. And of course, the good news is we're all more and more educated about what it takes to stay safe. So, to organize an event, in this particular event, and I say to our audience, especially to those who purchase tickets to our event, we tried so hard to have spectators be here today, but the situation with the Omicron variant across the country and in Ontario just got out of control. So we make sure we have really good protocols. We're all wearing masks. We're all wearing medical grade masks. We're telling everybody to social distance. We're asking people not to, be in a public place, to limit their contacts. And our team at Skate Canada and their team of volunteers has done a wonderful job making that happen. I do want to take this opportunity to thank the OSEG group, which is basically the landlord of the facility that we're in, for working diligently with us and making this happen. It's hard, it's tricky, but a couple of other things I will say, although that's what it takes to make an in-person event happen. We've had the benefit of working with you and others, And we have been able to make competition opportunities happen outside in-person events in the last 2 years, which is also something we're really proud of.
And I can tell you myself, being in this event for the past 10 days, they've done an amazing job. And thank you to all the Skate Canada employees, of course, and all the volunteers here as well. So, Debra, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. It's always good to get information out to our audience, and we're thrilled with the broadcast we're doing now. We hope to be able to speak to you much more in the future.
Well, thank you, Ted, and I can't let you go without saying congratulations and thank you to you and your team. I had the benefit of actually watching the live stream yesterday when I was working, and it was phenomenal. So I know there's skating to come behind us. Congratulations to you and your team. Congratulations to all the competitors, the coaches, and everybody else. So and terrific to Skate Canada staff. So thanks very much for having me.
Thank you, Debra. We'll step aside and we'll take a short break as we'll come back with Caitlin Osmond in just a few moments.
Du Québec, Justine Miclette.